Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. Just a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, I was talking about this in church. And it was something that just came upon me or something, you know, how to share this with a couple people. And it is what it is. You know, when it comes to security, we tend to be all the time about the guns, you know, the guns, the ammo, and the cool things, and the holster, and the bell, all that good stuff that, you know, all these trainers teach here. But sometimes security is very simple. You know, having a good self-defense plan include very common sense, you know, fundamentals, aspects that everyone should have. And you know, everybody should know this stuff. But a lot of times, you know, we get all wrapped up about the gear, right? We gonna carry a Glock 17 all tricked out. We're gonna walk into the worst city ever, or we're gonna walk into the worst neighborhood ever, when we can, you know, obviously walk away from those places. But no, we gotta get a Monster. We gotta get a drink in the worst gas station ever, and you never know what's gonna happen. Just few months ago, I don't know, several months ago, I stopped at a gas station with my children, get a couple sodas and things like that. You know, they're like 99 cents or something. A couple hours after that, there was a shooting, and I posted a video here. I mean, I kind of missed the shooting by, you know, a little bit, right? So, you know what? I'm not going to be standing, or I'm going to try not to stop there with my children no more. And again, I was carrying a CZ P07. I had it on me and all that good stuff. But the thing about it is that a lot of times we just got to think about the fundamentals. And let's think about mom and dad. You know, obviously, if you had a fantastic parents that raised you and told you good moral values, right? Because some parents nowadays are really pushing it, right? Obviously, I'm going to talk about that in about a second, but let's think about what they tell you. You know, don't hang around with bad people. Simple. Don't hang around with bad people. If you hang around with people that have issues, people will bring it to you. So a lot of times you're going to get in trouble. You're going to have to do A, B, and C because you're hanging around with the wrong crowd, man. And it should be very common sense, but you know what? It is not. Stay away from places that you shouldn't be. And again, you know, that is in fact one of the best ways to protect yourself and protect your family, you know. And like I said, I was in church and I kind of share that, you know. It's not that I feel that I'm better than you. It's not that I feel that my, you know, my stand or what I do or what I don't do is better than you. I just try to stay away from issues, because the best way to win a fight is not to get yourself in a fight. And you know, there are some people out there that like to bring a lot of issues. And when you have a family, you gotta protect them. You know, it's not about me. I could face a lot of issues. I really can. I've been through a lot of my life. But you know what? If I bring a guy, the wrong company into my house, it's not about me protecting myself from those people. It's about those people influencing my children. So you gotta think about those things. Here's the thing, you know, Stacy showed me this in the news, and I was like, wow, you know, we have a kid, 10 years old. He gets shot and killed. And then we have, you know, a baby that gets shot on the wrist or something, on her arm, with an AK. Now, I don't have to tell you guys know what an AK can do. You guys know that. A lot of you guys own AK. So obviously this kid, 10 years old, had no chance. So as I'm watching the news, I think it was the uncle, and he was like, I told her not to have that guy hanging around. I told her to stay away from that guy, something like that. Don't quote me. But again, you know, he was pretty much saying, hey, that guy's no good. But nevertheless, you still bring that guy to the house, and then ends up into that. I'm not saying by no means that it was her fault. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it was her fault at all. You know, you never know. You can never predict those things. You can never predict that some guy that you started hanging around with is going to commit that. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that if you come across people that have chaos, people that have issues, people that are always getting into trouble. You know, I'm not talking about somebody that got in trouble and now he reestablished himself into society. That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Everybody does something that you weren't supposed to do. I done it. You done it. Everyone has done it. But the key here is to, whatever you did, that's it. You became a law-abiding citizen. You became a good member of society. Even when you make mistakes, you say, you know what? I can't believe I did that. I need to readjust. Maybe I should do A, B, and C. A good member of society. We're not talking about a dirtbag, a guy that is committing crimes, that continue to commit crimes, that when you come across people like that, stay away from them. Really, best tip that I could give you, because you know what? These people are constantly bringing issues into your families, and they will bring issues into your family. So here's the thing, we talk about like the guns, the bells, the reloading, all that stuff. About this, keep it simple. Remember what your mom and dad tell you to do? Don't hang around with bad people. That's my tip for the day. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.